Okay, I have connected the floppy drive to this, and as you can see I'm having a fail since I still need to change the BIOS setting for that kind of floppy. So I'm going to enter in the BIOS change, and according to what I have noted on the internet, this should be 1.2 meg version, so is the 4869-502, which is the 220 volts power supply and 1.2 meg capacity. So I'm going to set up like that. Going to go out, switch on, and see what's happened. So now should recognize the floppy as present, and perhaps we should also hear some live sound. Let's see. Should try to boot. Nothing so far. Still have failed. So let me check more in depth. Okay, it seems that this ribbon cable over there is very short, so the plug was not completely in and still is very tight. So let's try to see if make some difference. Okay. So this is try number 3 actually. Let's see if we have something different. Nothing so far. Still making RAM test, very time consuming. Haha, look at that. Okay, so I'm not having the error anymore, so it's starting Windows 95, and let me go in the home screen. So I will skip all this part and go directly on the home screen. Another test. So it seems that now it's recognizing the floppy as it should, but as you can see, try to boot from the floppy drive again another time, but the motor is not spinning. In the end I found what the problem is. For some reason this computer won't recognize it as drive A, so I had to configure it as drive B, and the only way that I can address this thing is to get out from Windows and reboot as MS-DOS, and in this way I'm able to access to the disk, and indeed it's reading. So the floppy drive is working fine, and if I call the directory with the pause, indeed I'm reading the content of the disk, and so yes, the drive is working. So I can also try to format a disk and see what's happened. So this is something that should work fine, but since those disks are not 1.2 meg, I have to say to format as B should not be necessary, but as type 4. And indeed, look at that, it's not reading. I don't understand if there is a problem of disks or what it is. Okay, it started now. Well, those disks are brand new. I opened the boxes myself a few hours ago. It seems that some of them are not reliable. One is completely unusable. The other one was perfect. There is one that has some damaged sectors. Look, this complete, not label. Let's see. That's fine. It's perfect. So, yeah, time to reassemble the drive, and completely, as you can see, I have removed the head cover to clean the head, because I have tested a disc that make the heads dirty, so I had to clean the heads again. So I will reassemble everything and I will back as soon as I will be ready. So I have reassembled everything to the point that I can still keep it connected to the computer. And if I go to B, as the name of the drive is, and I launch the directory, yes, as you can see, it's reading perfectly. So the drive is fully functional, and if I make some test over, I also have success. So I'll go ahead with the reassembly to the point that I will show you why this unit cannot be connected directly to this type of computer and all any other types except PS2 machines through a specific adapter card. So I will clean the bench and go ahead with the description. Everything is back in place, including the original data card. Before to do that, I have handwritten the pinout, and I've seen something weird, like two pins swapped as expected from the original IBM external drive connections. Well, for sure this is 1.2 meg. We will not work with the IBM 5150 and 5160 series of computers, but I can swap in the future this with 360 kilobytes unit, and I can use as external. But more of that, I have the smaller brother of this drive, which is this one, which I will address in a future video. So the idea is to have external drives that I can use as a bridge from modern to old data media. Actually this, if I'm not mistaken, should be a 720 kilobytes floppy drive, so should be good enough to work with my 5160, which has a similar drive inside, but I'm not quite sure about that, if the 3.5 floppy inside the computer that I have is a smaller size than this. However, this will be seen in another videos. And as you can see, also this unit has the 37 pin connection. So I will make a specific video in order to explain those connections if they are swappable. So this is what is the meaning of those videos. So I'll finish to reassemble this and see the final result. This is the bottom side of the unit, and as you can see, this is the model, but we should see over there this sorry for the movement, this model right here, 4869-502. This 502 means the 230 volts 1.2 mag drives, and this is what actually is. So back to the upper side. The upper side is not completely clean. I still have some bad mark, but they are really difficult to remove, and I have tried to use IPA and forcing a bit, but I have the risk to lose the texture of the plastic, so I don't want to have it. So I will trade in the future with something of more soft that I want to try. However, this is the final result, and as you can see, with this smaller brother that need to be fixed, this is the end of the series for this floppy drive, and I hope this will be helpful for somebody of you, and see you soon. Thanks for watching.